Okay, so now I guess where we at? Blue Cross Blue Shield, downtown Detroit. Okay, so let's get right to it. So the next thing you need to know is you need to know where you stand yourself financially, so that when you go see a mortgage loan officer, you're not at their mercy, letting them tell you what you can do. You got a general idea of what you can do. So let me tell you how to get that done. So if you're a W-2 employee, here's what you do. I want you to get your paycheck, look at YTD, the year to date, how much you got paid as of that paycheck. Make sure it's your most recent paycheck. And then when you see the gross year to date, I want you to divide that by whatever month we are in. That's going to get you close enough. So this is November right now. So 11 goes into your gross year to date. How many times? That's how much you make monthly on an average. So now that you have that, you know how much you can afford to pay monthly. Because if you take 31% of that number and you can pay a house note with that, the Department of Housing and Urban Development says that is, well, we'll say 33%. It changed a couple years ago. 33% of your gross monthly income you could comfortably afford for a roof. Renting, buying, immaterial. 33% is a safe bet. I'm giving you this information so that you can make informed decisions and not get more than you can afford and find yourself in a situation. Some people that will help you get a mortgage really don't care whether you'll go under or not, because they're looking for that commission. Remember I told you, when the deal is done, they get paid and they get a percentage. Everybody gets their own percentage of how much that loan was for. You buying a house that's over $100,000, that's a nice little lick. So some people, not all, but you need to be able to spot people that are in it for the money versus the passion of the accomplishment of helping someone attain real estate. It is a lengthy transaction. So the mortgage loan officer that's working with you to help you discover how much you can afford, they're involved in your life for a short period of time. It won't be long if you get them the documents that they need. It's when they ask for them. You email them properly. You send them in PDF format so that it's in a universal format. Anybody can read a PDF. If they can't read a PDF on their computer, Apple or Android PC doesn't make a difference. If you can't work with PDFs, the problem isn't yours, borrower. The problem is who you're dealing with, because it's an industry standard. So know how much you can afford. Be prepared to get your loan officer the documents that they are going to want, which will, if you're a W-2, will probably be 2 years of your most recent tax returns, When you file your taxes, this is gonna be more than 5 minutes, but y'all about to learn. When you file your taxes, what happens is that's the beginning of a transaction. You giving the IRS a statement saying this is what I made, and this is what I grossed. Gross is before taxes. This is what I grossed. This is what I made in this country this year. And if you have other incomes, pension, you have to declare all of your assets. Okay, I've heard people say, "Oh, they be asking for too much." Well, you got to have it one of two ways. One, either you're going to ask for their money on their terms, or you're going to bring a whole lot more money so that they don't have to ask you any questions, because you pay in how you weigh. If you don't weigh how you pay, then stop barking and get with the program. Put the shoe on the other foot. You're loaning somebody some money, and they say, "Hey, loan me $100." And you say, "Okay, all right, I'll loan you $100. I need to know how that money's coming back. Where are you working?" Okay, that's you showing your W-2s and your paycheck. This is where I make my money. This is how I get it. This is how often it comes. It's not likely to be interrupted. I'm a safe bet. What's the difference? The more documentation you supply, the safer a bet you look like for a lender. That's how the lenders make money. They take their money and they loan it out, and they loan it out to safe bets. So give all the documents necessary to make yourself a safe bet. You're going to need credit, income, and assets. The better those three piles, the faster your loan can go through. Because you leave your loan officer options. You got all kind of options on the table because your credit is good, you got a good, strong income that's not likely to be interrupted, and you have assets already. You got something already, real estate, that they can, say, "Hey, not necessarily are you going to use it for collateral, but, can you prove that you can handle what you borrowing this money for?" I don't know. We don't know you. You know you. And that might not even be the picture you're painting for us to try to get to know you. The more you lie, the harder it is to get the job done because, it's gonna come out. I promise you, it's gonna come out. You can lie on numbers, but numbers don't lie. So the more upfront you are, the faster I can get this done, because it's like, okay, so y'all see now, you're gonna get a bunch of examples to see how, parables and stuff. So that's like dating somebody that be lying all the time. You leave with one impression, you have a conversation with them like, "Yeah, okay, well, yeah, this relationship is about to be good, yeah." And then they get to flipping the script on you. They say, "Oh yeah, I want to be in a monogamous relationship. And I love you." And then every time you leave the house, you mess around, come back home from work early. You know who I'm talking about. Come home, and it's people up in the house. People on the porch are carrying on. Okay, so now we talk about money. So if I can't do that with money and you, then your words don't even match your tax documents. Come on. What you expect me to do for you? I mean, every time you open your mouth, you may as well just be spelling fiction, because every time you open your mouth, it's saying something wrong. If you don't know the answer, just say, "I don't know," and get the loan officer the documents they need to know. And then they'll tell you and show you how they came up with that information. Pretty simple. All right, that's it for that one.